they started making noise. So everybody, let's join Jesse Arnold and his buddy Curtis Akerman. Because when indulging in fine geekery, it's always best to bring a friend or two. Shooting the shell. Everybody loves shooting the shell. Shooting the shell. Let's start shooting the shell. You're gonna love it now. Let's start shooting the shell. Just might make you say wow. Let's enjoy some fun conversation. We'll be shooting the shell around the nation. Let's start shooting the shell.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Shooting the Shelf, episode 48 of season 4. I'm Jesse. This over here is Curtis, and I pointed the right direction straight out of the gate. So that makes me feel good that nothing else is going to possibly go wrong with this episode.
Yeah, you just got to
Curtis, how you
send
doing,
Kevin across your body. If you do that, you're good. So,
all right. Let's not. Okay.
but we don't want to bring Kevin.
So much for that good feeling. I don't want to bring Kevin anywhere.
You know, this might be his.
For those of you watching that don't know what Kevin is, we're not talking about an actual person named Kevin. We're talking about this bump on my hand, which I'm not going to bring back up on screen right now.
I think you need to be nice to him since it's possibly his last Christmas. So,
no, not at all.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. No, it's an earlier.
So yes,
time.
We're early.
Yeah, Jesse's got a little bit of a delay, which he's going to hear right now. All right. So yes, appreciate everybody tuning in for an early episode. We typically do this a couple times a year when we bring on some of the Euro folks. And typically at the end of the year, we try to bring on the Euro boys from the EuroLegions podcast, one of the best podcasts around and the best Patreon in the business. So we will bring those guys on in just a few minutes. But first, let me shout out the folks in the chat. We have Blake, aka Recon Rage here. I like watching this earlier. Okay. We're going to have, right now we're about a third of our normal viewership. So I know there's going to be quite a few people that this time doesn't work for them, but you know, it's a couple times a year. But for people like Megs, they're able to catch us live. So hi, Megs. We got this guy here. I don't know. Do we know this guy's name?
Well, of course, it's a heat video or something like that.
Nailed it.
One more time, Ricky. One more time.
Yeah.
Google Sickle, GUI, Echo Zaria, something like that.
Yeah, Google Sickle, GUI, Echo Zaria, or something. We have the EuroLegions podcast here in the chat. We'll see them on screen in a second. We've got Omar Munez here. Welcome. Tanya McCoy is here. Says, hey. Tanya, I just packed up Kevin's prize from yesterday, and I sent him the tracking. So that'll be on the way on Monday. So Stacy Lin here says, hey, everyone. Hi there. They had an amazing mod squad yesterday. It was the first one in a long time I haven't been able to join, but I still watched, and they did a great job. So check that out on the Legions Ladies Live channel if you missed it. We got Jen, a.k.a. Lucky Sprinkles here, as well as Jesse Marshall, the other Jesse. We have my son Ty here. Says, hey, early birds. Hi, Ty. We've got Gui in the chat. Says, evening all. For us, it's early afternoon. We've got the artist formerly known as Twizzler here. We've got El Spooky Zorro, Rob Zamora himself, who inspires Greg Schmerber to buy every single action figure that he's ever bought. We've got Freaks Figures. Jesse. There you go. We got Larry's Geeky World. Thomas Belay. It is, in fact, a European invasion. We've got I Am here, Bobachuk, Hayes EHL. There's Kevin. Says he's relieved. Well, we're glad that you relieved yourself. Benny Torres is here. Jeremy Govier. Dave Workin is here. How much snow did you get, Jesse?
Not much. It melted off. I mean, I don't even think it really stuck to the streets or anything. So
we got Van here, as well as Jeff Ray Evans of Cosmic Jeff _ YouTube. If you haven't checked out that new channel, we've got Paul Morales, 1976, James Studio Susamudio. Followed by Wholesome Warlock, Big Greg in the house, and Dylan Legends Collector 1321 is here as well. And that is everybody that currently is tuned in. So thank you everybody for watching us early. But what are we doing?
well, I don't know. You were talking. I'm turning off lights that shouldn't be on, but
Oh, okay.
remote's not reaching.
Okay. Gotcha. And Steph is here as well. Says hello. Hello, Steph. All right.
Am I back? Am I lined up? My time stamp?
Let's try it. 1, 2, 3.
6, 7, 8.
You got about a 4-second delay. So
cool.
yeah. You want to try logging out and back in, and I'll bring on our guest, or you want to just work? Yeah, he did. He wanted to do that. All right. So first, the man with the velvety voice who likes to read to you and me, and I like it too. He's my second favorite reader outside of Darla. We got Mal here. Malcolm, how you doing, sir?
I am all good. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me on the show this evening. Well, our evening, your afternoon.
Absolutely. Next, the man who helped pretty much every live stream happen at Legions Con. And then I think I might have irritated him because we just went so long and he was tired on Sunday. But we got John here. John, how you doing, sir?
I'm good, Curtis. How are you?
Glad to have you here.
Thank you. I'll go neutral. I'll just say thanks for having me on today. So
Thank you. I appreciate that. And he made it right in the nick of time with 30 seconds to spare. We have Richard Jones here. Richard, how you doing, sir?
Hi, Curtis. I'm good, thank you. In my defense, I have a bad back, so everything was
That's
more
true.
of a struggle.
That's true.
So do I.
Yeah. How long you had that week back? Oh, since about a week back. It's an old stooges. God damn it, Jesse, leave it alone. I'm moving it. There.
God forbid I do anything on the show.
All right. Well, at the start of the show, we do a little thing called shelf selections. That's where Jesse and I found some things this week on Instagram that inspired us, and we pull it up to look at it and talk about it. So here we go, starting with one of my picks. And this is Noir Kaiser FX or Kaiser FX. And yeah, just we've seen a lot of great photography with the Mouse King so far. And this is one that I just thought was amazing. Love the dial pieces here with the gargoyle, and you got to have Carver lights. That's required by law at this point. And then the kind of castle lit up in the background, and then just the custom work done on this mouse head. So yeah, awesome job. Looks cool. Richard, we'll start with you. Thoughts on this one?
I love this one. Big Skaven fan, so the idea of an angry rat with bandages around his face and getting ready to jump off a gargoyle. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it.
Beautiful. John?
Yeah, is this is this the Mouse King head that he's put something around, or is this a separate?
I believe it's the open mouth Mouse King head with some bandages wrapped around it. Yeah.
Right. He's got a really small toilet roll or something. But I love it. I really like it. Figure is cool. Obviously, the gargoyle is cool, and I love that window in the background. Is that I wonder, is that a screen with a?
It's like a big castle dial piece that I know Trevor got, and then he was mad because other people started doing a lot of photography with it before he was able to. So
Well, when it's cool, you know.
Yep. Mal, thoughts on this one?
Yeah. Yes, I'm also a fan of Warhammer Skaven, and as Rich said, it's got that vibe. I'm wondering if he's done the bandages on the arms and around the head using sports tape, because I've done that before and it's pretty effective if you cut it into thin strips. It looks really effective as bandages, but yeah, I think it's great. I love it.
Could be. Jesse.
I just want to actually that is not a gargoyle. That is a grotesque.
My God, you fucking idiot.
Gargoyles specifically drain water out of the mouths. Just thought everybody should know.
Okay.
This is why I like that I can edit our show, Curtis. This is the kind of crap I would edit out.
Any actual thoughts on the photo, Jesse?
Yeah. Actually, I think it's really cool. This would have been one of my picks, but it was in your picks, so I was able to swap it out. I love the color, the head with the wraps around it just gives it this weird Quasimodo, like I don't know what the story is, but I'm intrigued, and it's an awesome photo, great setup, and it pulls you right into the story of wanting to know what's going on.
So I looked at the actual post. It says the tower, and it says gargoyle in the post.
It's okay. People can post wrong stuff on the internet all the time.
Blocks, and innovation_models, and then soft goods by C. Jessam, torches obviously by Carver Customs. It does not say what, it just says custom head, customize the Mouse King head, but it doesn't really say how. So yeah, I guess reach out to him if you're interested. Maybe it's sports tape, maybe it's something else, maybe it's magic. Could be magic. We don't know. Next one is one of Jesse's.
Yes, so this is from our buddy Mike over at Junkie and Crafts and Builds. Another Rat King shot with the Bat King, if you will. Batman and the Mouse King, depending on which version of the story you're looking at. And yeah, I thought it was cool, fun thing seeing these two characters that don't belong together being together.
Actually, Batman's not a king, and this Mouse King is not wearing the crown, so it's not a king either. Fucking nerd. This one looks awesome.
Yeah, you are.
I love the blue in the background. Yeah, it's just a one of those that like Jesse said doesn't really belong together, but it looks cool. I like it. So, Mal.
It's a bit weird. I'm going to be honest. There's this longing, loving look of Batman at this giant rat, and it makes me slightly uncomfortable.
Well, he's afraid of bats. Maybe he loves rats. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah.
John.
But it's a great photo. It's a great picture.
Yeah, I think the picture is great.
Yeah.
I guess that is the Rat King cape, but it does do a good impression of Superman cape just in the close-up, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's cool. It's an inventive photo. Yeah,
nice. Richard.
A bit like Mal, really. If they just silhouetted them, I think it would have been better. Just so it's not quite as creepy, because Batman clearly wants to get down and dirty with it. Looking at the way he's staring at him. So,
turn down the lights a little bit, make it romantic.
Exactly,
Europeans have a very different perception of body language than I guess I do.
We're just sexual people, obviously, judging by these comments.
Oh, thanks for saying I'm not then, Rich.
I don't know. I mean,
John.
Whoa,
Mal.
I was going to say, don't blame me.
I'm just going to go through everybody.
Meg says, informally, gargoyle is accepted. Only amongst purists is it a grotesque. So, there you go.
It's one of those things where all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. All gargoyles are grotesques. Not all grotesques are gargoyles.
I imagine Jesse had a great time watching that cartoon growing up. He's like, actually, these are grotesque. It's not called gargoyles.
I didn't know it back then. I wasn't born with that knowledge.
This is from a watcher of the show who's often here in the chat. Cincy_John does some amazing photography. And here we've got a Red Death with what looks to be the Jersey Devil wings, but they are lit up with kind of a red light, so that translucent kind of shows up, looking like red wings, which looks really cool. And then some like intestines or something that he's holding there. So very interesting, creepy, and I thought this was pretty cool. So, Richard, thoughts on this one?
It's suitably dark, isn't it? It's like that sort of Ganesha ring, almost like a halo, but a fallen angel, as it were, sort of thing. I really like this one. I think it's excellent.
John?
Yeah, it's awesome the way he's made use of the wings without, like, just with the lights of the cameras, made them totally fit into the kind of red color scheme. And yeah, the little trestly things that are kind of, I suppose, veins maybe or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They look really,
yeah, this is the kind of
creepy.
picture that would get Trevor in trouble. People are like, "Oh, I thought the rings were going to be red." Mal?
Yeah, fantastic picture. Very sinister, gothic, and dark.
And Jesse?
I really like it. I like the use of the alternate, or no, is that the original Red Death hood? As a bit of soft good addition on top there. Whichever figure it came from, I don't remember which one came with the black robes. But yeah, this is super creepy. I think, he's looking a little too longingly at the Twizzlers in his hands that have clearly melted from being in the hell, I guess. No, John takes phenomenal photos, and this is just another one.
Thanks.
And yeah,
this is after he was visited by Twizzler 19 at Legions Con. He had just given him a bunch of these, so it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
we saying he's an electrician.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Next one is one of Jesse's.
This is from the Amazing Mercury. Definitely go check out his page. This one was really cool. It's that classic McFarlane Wonder Woman, just kind of on a sepia tone kind of background where she's like the main color of the focus. I just think it's really, really cool. And there's a bunch of I'm going to say it, and it's not Indiana Jones, Curtis, but there's a bunch of beat up Nazis on the ground. Hopefully, no longer existent.
Okay. Mal?
Yes, I think it's a great photo again. I'm Jesse highlighted the bit that I really like about it with the use of the sepia. I like the a little bit of lens flare as well. I don't mind a bit of I've forgotten his name. J.J. Abrams lens flare. I'm always a fan of that. So yeah, very cool.
All right, John.
Oh, look at that bit of nerdy info there on the screen.
This is where Curtis improves his vocabulary.
Yeah, this is great, but the knees just take me out of it on the figure. I don't know why. I suppose because I collect Legions and they don't usually have those type of knees.
Well, they didn't until they decided to go to double joints for some reason.
But they do better at hiding the joints. But cool photo. I mean, not my thing, but cool photo.
Richard?
I don't like it. I'll be honest. It's I know the whole sepia thing, but it's just too washed out. And their face is just too washed out because of that, for my personal taste.
I like it. I like you've got like these rays coming in. It looks very heroic. I don't know that I really need the Nazi logo in the picture for me. I think I could get the idea without that. But other than that, I think this is pretty cool. So next, this is one of my picks. This is from Nolan.collects. He had a lot of great photos this week of Mouse King that they highlighted on the Four Horsemen Instagram. And this was one that I just thought was super awesome. And the fact that you can get this thing, first off, that the head is really like 1-to-1 scale on an actual like mouse. And then you can get this thing on all fours and make it look super creepy. Yeah, I think you could probably take this to the office and put it on the floor and just scare the hell out of somebody. So good job, Nolan.
Would you want to
How would
get
you know?
stamped on though, Curtis? That's an expensive break.
That's true. That's true. Richard, thoughts on this one?
I like it. Yeah, it's great to see what you can actually do. Excuse me, what you can do with the mouse.
Or what
King.
you'll never do.
Excuse me, my posing is awesome. How dare you, sir? But yeah, really cool. And again, just shows that it's designed as a mouse, but we're all going to use it as a rat. Let's be honest.
Yeah. John?
Yeah. I mean, Nolan does awesome poses, as you said, featured on the Horseman. The thing I like about this pose the best is the tail is probably not going to fall out in this pose.
Touche. Mal?
Yeah, it's great. He did, as you said, he took some great photos showing off the articulation, didn't he? There's a very cool one. I mean, this is an awesome one as well, but there was a very cool one of it lying back as well. I thought that was great. But yeah, great picture.
And Jesse?
This is super cool. Between all the other poses that Nolan was doing, and then just so many awesome photos coming from people doing different Mouse King pop and swaps and all that stuff. I think we have quite a few Mouse King photos in this week. But yeah, seeing it in this low to the ground pose, like crawling like that, is really cool. And I hope they make a Legion Builder-esque version of this body at some point. That's a little easier on the wallet, so it's not crying like the Euro guys picture.
Awesome. Next is one of Jesse's.
This is from Kill Cutter Photo, excuse me, and I think in some sort of conjunction with Big Bad Toy Store. It's just really cool seeing the Transformers and GI Joes like in a fully worked up scene. It feels like something Jesse Fireeisen would do, just like the quality and the layering of foreground, midground, background, all that stuff. I just thought it was a really fun picture that felt like my childhood was coming to life.
Awesome. Mal?
Yeah, it's great picture, a very cinematic feel to it, which I really like. Very dynamic as well. Very cool.
John?
Yeah, this is insane. I mean, just it looks like a movie almost. It's incredible. Yeah. Did you see? I've seen a lot of. I guess it must be out at the moment, but there's this self-transforming sound wave out now.
Yeah.
It's
they've got
expensive. And
what do they got? Like 8 of those self-transforming ones that I think somebody added it up, and it's like $10,000 worth of Transformers. Like if you get them all,
it's insane. It's it's for the real hardcore or the rich collector, of course. Not Rich Jones now, but but just so cool what they can do now. But this is amazing photo. Yeah, I can't imagine the amount of time that went into putting this together.
Richard?
I love this. Absolutely love it. It's awesome. With like the sort of low fog smoke effect on the ground and everything. Yeah, brilliant photograph. And the sort of thing that it would inspire people to try and set up their own Transformers versus G.I. Joe scene.
Yeah, I think this is really cool. I don't know. I don't know if there's part of this that's AI, because it just feels too perfect. But if it's not, then it's fucking killer job, because I love the poses, the layered effect of where everything's at, and the smoke and everything. Like it does look super cool. So yeah, if this is just a straight up photo, great job. So next one is one of mine. This is from 86th Reviews. And you've got, I believe this is the Revoltech Cyclops with the Street Fighter figures, and then just some blocks. And I just feel like this works really well. Like I love that like laser blast effect, and just the pose on this. Like it feels like this is really happening. Like that's a real fight move. So Richard?
Yeah, I really like this. The Ryu pose is just awesome. The way he's just falling back, it's really well done.
John?
Yeah, my favorite type for photography is always the ones that can convey movement in the photo, and this just gets that absolutely spot on. So I really like it.
Apparently it's a figure arts, so SH Figure Arts Cyclops. So sorry about
There
that.
we go.
Mal?
Yeah, again, it's dynamic. Love the poses. I do kind of wish there was a bit more in the background. Maybe it feels like it's almost a sort of how to do it rather than an actual photo in itself, but an actual picture in itself. But yeah, I mean, the actual content of it is very cool in terms of the front bit.
And Jesse?
So I agree. It does. The background does feel a little emptier, but in my mind, looking at the ground, seeing that grid work on the floor, I'm just going to say this is like a danger room or a training exercise.
That's good.
And then that, but these are cool figures. I always crack up seeing the Cyclopses that are a bit bulkier because his nickname was always like Slim. So, and that's Jim Lee and some of the other '90s guys' fault for making them so bulky. But these are cool looking figures, and this is a really fun pose. It actually looks like it's taken Rue out with that hit, and I kind of want to see like in Iron Man 2 when they shoot their laser beams at each other and make the big explosion. I'd love to see like these two guys' power blasts hit, and never mind. You know what I'm saying?
I do. All right. Next.
Go
ahead. Is that what you're saying?
Back to Kill Cutter. There is behind the scenes. I forgot to mention that. It might be digitally enhanced with effects and stuff, but the posing is all in camera.
Okay. Awesome. Very cool then. Jesse.
This is Fingolfin. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But just some of the Zylona elves in a darker toned image than we normally see them. Usually it's more earth tones and brighter, lively, and this feels a little more serious, a little more bad stuff's about to go down. And I just thought it was really cool.
Mal.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's got very atmospheric again. They're obviously used a sort of a green filter to bring it all together and give, I guess, because it's the wood elf kind of feel. Yeah, it's great.
John.
Yeah, echo that. I love the way the foliage looks real. It's in the right scale for the figures, which sometimes people don't do, and it kind of gets you out of it. But this just looks spot on, and obviously then the atmosphere looks like nighttime. It's great.
Rich.
Yeah, I really like this. It's got a real earthy tone to it, hasn't it? So yeah, really like it.
Yeah, I mean, this feels very, cinematic, like you guys are saying. Like I feel like this is a movie I want to see. I think this would be cool to watch. So yeah, great job. While we were talking about this one, I went back to look at that Soundwave and Joe one, and the behind the scenes on that is fucking amazing. So yeah, check that out when you guys have time. All right, next one is from me. This is M_W_Forrester. And I just thought this was really cool. You got the Mouse King there and just all these little, rats running around. Just the perspective of this shot, I think is just really neat. I love it. It's creepy. I wouldn't want to be there, but I do like it a lot. Rich?
Love it. Really good. It's a shame he hasn't got a little pipe in his hand. So
that would be cool.
Piper, but failing that, yeah, very good.
John.
Yeah, this just scares the hell out of me. So I think he's got it spot on. Then, yeah, really. I hope these aren't all Legions mouses because he spent a fortune on getting this thing.
Mal.
Yeah, just to echo everyone else, it's great. I'm pretty sure I follow MW Forrester on Instagram, and he's always taking great photos, and this is another one.
Awesome. Jesse.
Yeah, this one's great. It's another one. I think he posted some behind the scenes either with it or after it or something, but with some different angles that doesn't give quite the threatening vibe. So it just goes to show like how the position of the camera on those mice on the ground or the rats, really changes the feel of this and makes Mouse King feel even more threatening that he's commanding this whole legion. And there's a lot of those mice or rats or whatever they are in the actual shot. So I don't know where he got them all from either, John, but
all right.
Epic.
Next one is one of Jesse's.
This is from our buddy Dylan out there in the chat. I don't fully know what I think it's some sort of werewolf guy. Dylan, if you're out there, you can probably fill me in on what these parts are. Some of it looks like Marvel Legends with a different head and some soft goods, but I just liked it. That dark shadowy figure in the snow with the red stains on the shirt and in the snow, provided a very stark image, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure what figure this is, but this dude definitely has nards. I can tell you that for sure. So yeah, great job. Love the in the snow with the blood in the snow. Really cool. Mal?
Yeah, it's great. It's a very cool figure. I think I like the sort of more humanoid wolf head. The blood and the snow, and the red against the snow. Really cool. Really cool.
John?
Yeah. Does he have shorts on? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's inappropriately dressed for the weather, but I let him away with that. No,
speak for yourself.
Yeah, to be fair, there's a few people on this live stream that don't wear pants, so yeah, I'm in the wrong crowd here. Oh, here we go. He said, Dylan has said something there.
Custom of a 2010 Wolfman, based on Legends Beast with parts from Mezco from 15 years ago.
15 years ago, wow. I love the hands on this guy. It's crazy. They're very creepy. It's
awesome.
Where the blood has been drawn with, or what the blood has been drawn with.
Richard?
Yeah, I love it. Creepy as hell with the blood in the snow. I'm hoping there's another shot with just some sort of disembodied parts just dotted around all over the snow, where he just rips someone to shreds. For
sure. And my last one, I just saw this actually like an hour or two before we went on. This is from First Strike Figs, using that Mouse King adapter for the multiple heads to throw a bunch of skeletal heads on this Baradak, which works, but it also looks creepy as fuck. And I really love the background there, like in the like shooting this at the upward angle makes him feel even more imposing than he already is as a ogre scale figure. And that Dark Templar is totally screwed. He's getting his ass kicked. So, Richard.
I love this one. It's such a good use of that seven-headed thing, isn't it? And it would never occur to me to put it on an ogre body. So I will be trying this myself. It has to be said.
Nice, John.
Yeah, genius idea with the ogre body. Yeah, if that's one of your Dark Templars, Rich, you'll have to buy more from the website.
I don't want to do a Jesse, but it is a Templar relic guard, not a Dark Templar.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
It's capturing.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that are available, aren't they?
Let me help you. There you go.
They're the ones that I've got like 24 of or something.
Yeah, we got to pull that up when we do that. All right.
There's nothing wrong with correcting people when things need to be corrected.
No, but it definitely is an actually moment.
Did anyone in this chat give a shit?
No.
Can we ask?
No.
They're the audience. They're the
I
most
do.
important here. Yeah, you don't count. You're only on the show.
They do like seeing me and Jesse fight, though. So.
Oh yeah. Well, the last time we were on, you were really going at it. So it's much more chill this time.
We still have plenty of room left. There's a lot of runway, so we'll get there. Mal, thoughts on this one?
Yeah, another great photo. It's again very cinematic, isn't it? And as a lot of what you said is exactly what I think in terms of I like the the angle looking up at him to make him imposing, and it is weird, creepy as hell, like you said.
Jesse, I think this is directed towards you.
Okay, all right. I was kind of hoping all right. Look, I own that. And yes, correcting me on that was 100% the right thing to do. I did not do my homework. I just thought of the first European country I could think of that wasn't one of the ones you guys were from. And I was like, oh, Belarus. I know that one. And I saw the flag. I was like, oh, that kind of looks like Christmassy. That's perfect. And I didn't do any current political, social homework to realize what was going on. So I apologize 1,000 times over for that. And as soon as it was pointed out to me, I fixed it.
And thoughts on this photo, Jesse?
This photo is freaking amazing. I love the lighting. That kind of weird, creepy sunlight coming from behind the clouds, just hitting the back of this Beardack. It feels like some sort of creepy, nobility character who has made some sort of pact, and it is just like when Doctor Strange in the What If series keeps fighting all the different dark things and gets more and more disfigured. It just feels like that to me, because like that frilly collar on the Beardack just puts off such a weird vibe. And yeah, that relic art is done.
Next is one of Jesse's.
So we do sometimes stuff that's not toy photography, and this week I've been really impressed with Go Lightly Finch's stuff lately. There's a lot of awesome character design and work, and not sure if it's a he or a she or a they. I don't know, but they've got a book coming up for pre-order next year. So I just thought I'd highlight that because supporting small artists is cool. So go check out Go Lightly Finch. A lot of really cool looking D&D characters that are either custom or commissions from fans that submit stuff to them, or just really cool. Yeah.
And then also in the guise of supporting artist, go ahead, Jesse.
Yep. I just wanted to give a shout out to Jeremy and Another Path. So follow Another_Path_band on Instagram and go either download, stream, whatever it is you feel is the right way to support your favorite musicians and check out their music.
Very cool. And that is it for shelf selections. Look at that. Not even 40 minutes in. We did great. Awesome work. So, guys, I did see this. First off, folks watching, we have 0 things planned. So there are no drawings. We don't have things to pull up and talk. We have nothing. So we're just going to kind of wing this. But I did see this comment from Mike here. It says that the 7-head adapter has to be the #1 part from 4H in 2025. So I'd like to get everybody's take on what they think is the #1 part that we got or that was shown in 2025. For me, it's the stylus hand that comes on the Toth or Thoth or whatever you want to call that guy's name. The hand with the pen. I love that. That is my favorite piece that we've gotten this year. So Mal, I'll go to you next.
You're going to ask me first.
Let's increase the running time, Curtis. Here we go.
So no,
he's going to list
an easy one
50
for
parts.
me, but I have to. Do I let them in on to the fact that this is going to be something that features on our show in the next show?
I didn't know that you guys had talked about this.
Yeah, pick your second favorite part, Mal.
Yeah.
Oh, second favorite part be hard.
Maybe third, because you usually throw up 2 at the same time.
Give us your 15th favorite part.
So the one I didn't go for on what I'm going to talk about on our show would be the new. Let's say the new Barbarian torso. There you go.
Okay, just the
cleaner,
the extra
more
texture
muscular.
details and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good one. John, a part that you're excited for that came out this year.
A part.
Yeah.
So there is there is a few. You know what? I went through all this today, planning out our show for next week, so I should have more than the one I picked. But I'm just gonna go for the Uka upper torso because what they were able to do with the fish, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At Legions Con, so Mobu was able to make use of that.
Very cool.
So I people saying about the masking being the coolest part. It is like an amazing part or whatever, but I'm always thinking about what could it be reused for, you know?
Mhm.
And then maybe they will reuse it or bits of it. I don't know, because it's probably, you know, a bunch of tooling that's glued together. But I can't think of. But I've already seen what they've been able to do with the Uka part, which is to use them, you know, make a fish dude out of it, which is incredible. And I would never have seen that when you know, when they had before last G-Con. I was like, okay, they're just going to make more of those Uka type dudes, you know, with different heads.
Right.
And that's pretty much fine for a basic guy like me. But you know, they go even further than that.
There you go. Richard.
I really, really like the creepy mouse feet and the lower legs that it goes up to, sort of thing. With a really
They're quite
thin-
gross. Yeah.
They're gross, but it's a really cool looking part. So yeah, I think that's my favorite, just because it is so gross. It's just like, ooh. But you could get those on like weird looking demons and all sorts of stuff. So I really do love that.
Jesse.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Necronominus's head. I think is the coolest part they've put out this year. Just the detail, the 3 different options with what's, you know, sculpted into the forehead, all the feathers like tucked in under his headdress. I think that's the most impressive part to me this year.
William says the translucent fins. That's a good one. I like that. I would say, as you know, far as like reuse goes, like John was talking about, the like braided belt that they've got for Urzak, that's an awesome one. Like I love that belt, and I hope we get a bunch more of those. So so next question, and I already had this before Meg was talking in the chat there, but favorite new scale that came out this year. We'll start with Mal.
Imp scale.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. Yeah.
I like you was very, very much looking forward to getting gnomes in Mythos. So the fact that we've gotten very, very cool. The fact that we've gotten a gnome scale or imp scale is really exciting to me. So
yeah. That's the correct answer. John, favorite new scale that came out this year?
I'll go for giant crab scale.
No, sorry, you're wrong. Rich. Favorite new scale that came out this year?
As it's the only one, it's got to be imp scale.
That's a great answer. I didn't even think of that. Yeah,
I've been asking for imp for smaller aliens for ages with Cosmic, so hopefully that'll lead to those as well. So very happy to see that.
Very cool. Jesse, favorite scale that came out this year?
I'm going with John and slog scale.
Yeah, no, that's not a new scale. I'm going to go with M scale. I think it is, out of all the new scales that came out this year that we've not seen before, I think it is the absolute best. So I'm gonna change. I'm going with fish scale. That's not a new scale either.
Really good.
Oh man, I just want to punch you sometimes. All right, well, let's switch up topics a little bit, because we don't want to get into too much stuff that you guys are doing for your show. We initially got together. The first episode that we did was because we were talking about a show that we all love, which is Ted Lasso. Now, it is coming back for another season, which I know some people are happy about. Some people thought that they should have just left it alone and left it the way it is. But now that it is coming back, what are some things that maybe you guys are hoping to see them do? What would be something that you say, hey, this was worth them doing another season for? And whoever wants to start, we'll just have a conversation.
Go, Mal, if you're ready.
I was just going to say, I think they need to move away as tough as it could be, because that's what we've become accustomed to. It does feel like they need to move away from the men's team, or the, you know, we can't have another season of will they succeed, will they fail. So they kind of do need to move away from that. But what they could do, I don't know. I'll be honest. But yeah, that's the main thing I think they need to do.
Just more Rebecca.
Yeah, she's the whole time.
Yeah. Whatever she's at.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
I would like to see more kind of development with Roy. I love that he's got this like toxic masculinity, but at the same time he's got a good heart, and like I would love to see more of that without losing who he is. Like I don't want him to become full like feminist, to be that in touch with it, with that side, but I would like to see kind of that balance and still I think there's so much humor around that character. So that's what I would like.
Yeah,
to
because the real life guy that he's based on, so he does he's a pundit on TV now. He's, I suppose in his late 40s, early 50s. And he's like that. He's all the clips from these shows, and he does I think probably the biggest podcast in the UK on football as well, The Overlap. All the reels and clips you get out of that are him telling stories, and usually it's kind of straight-faced stuff that just because his personality and what he's like, that like they know how the other people know how to push his buttons and wind him up, and then he, like, the most recent one I saw was like, he had this famous press conference going back years where some journalist's phone went off in the middle of the press conference. And he was like, whose phone is that? And you get the dead eye stare, and he's like, that's pretty rude now, isn't it? It's pretty rude now, you wouldn't do that. And then it went off a second time, and like it was a whole incident. And on one of the most recent shows, his phone went off. The podcast he was on in the middle of it. And so of course they did a huge big kind of deal with that. And he had no answer, because he was like, it was against every fiber of his being that his phone went off. And he's like, he never answers his phone. He's the type of guy that I'd say never has his phone on anything other than silent. And for some reason it wasn't on silent, whether he'd accidentally flicked it off or whatever, or forgot to flick it off. And this is so hilarious. So yeah, I think a whole kind of deeper dive into Roy would be amazing, definitely. But I think they might do that with him being maybe involved in the ladies' team or something. I heard there might be something to do.
Might
with
be.
that.
Yeah, I've heard a couple different things. One that would be like the ladies' team, which they kind of mentioned at the end of the last season. One would be I heard him maybe kind of doing something for like a youth team, maybe with his niece or whatever, and kind of showing that. So I don't know. I don't care. I love the show. I love the characters, and so I'm okay with whatever. Rich, anything that you're kind of looking forward to with this next season?
Nothing particular. No, as you say, Curtis, I just love the show. I mean, if they wanted to throw a real curveball, they could give us more of Roy by introducing his evil twin. So it would be Roy, but with a goatee.
Gotcha. Yeah. The old Star Trek.
And just trying to cause trouble. Just trying to cause trouble.
Mirror universe.
Oh.
Yeah.
His evil wouldn't his evil twin be like completely like smooth faced?
Yeah.
Like no stubble?
Could be. Yeah.
More product, more like Jamie.
Does it need Ted at all?
I mean, if it's Ted Lasso, yes.
Yeah. I think Ted brings the good feeling to it. I think he injects the whatever else is going on. He injects the thought and the care and the it's kind of, that's the character you follow, really, isn't it? Through even though you dip into the lives of the other characters, it's kind of him that you're following through the series, I think, really. So,
I think there was a lot of character development throughout the whole series, and one that I really appreciated was them showing like Ted's like panic attacks and stuff. So like I feel like that's something that they could delve a little bit more into on how he's dealing and coping with that stuff. Would be cool. But to your guys' point, or to John's point, I guess, like I don't know that any one character would make or break it. Like I feel like there's so many good characters in this, and they've done such a good job at building them up that even if you took one away, I think you still got a great show. So
yeah, you could almost have it with Ted just as like a phone a friend sort of thing back in America, and that if Roy or somebody else is having trouble, they just call Ted.
Like a cameo kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that would work.
Yep. Yeah, Meg, that was never in doubt. I'm definitely the evil version of Curtis. Jesse, things that you would want to see from another season of Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I want to see Roy and Ted trying to coach. Maybe Ted's the assistant coach to Roy's lead coach or something.
Mhm.
You know, where he's just helping out to a girls club. I think just them being awkward and, you know, without having to be, you know, perverted about it, but like them being awkward, the ladies on the team and stuff could be potentially very funny, you know, because first time around he had to learn everything about British and, you know, European stuff. And this time around it could be like, oh, well, you know, he's got to learn how to deal with lady players and stuff. And it could potentially be funny, but I'm all with John as long as there's more Rebecca. And I oddly really like Nate's girlfriend in the last season, the waitress, like how like blunt and abrupt she was with him. I really appreciated that character. So I wouldn't mind seeing some more of them.
I thought she was kind of a jerk at first, but I did grow to like her. So
she was really weird. I mean, she was just obnoxious and horrible to begin with, and it was such an about turn that I'm like, yeah, like see more of that.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no bigger about turn than Nate. Like,
this is true.
You know, he goes full evil mode, and then all of a sudden, like within half a season, he's back to being a good guy. I don't know. It did feel rushed, that part of it. So
yeah, that Nate was the one character I was a bit torn on because of that, I think. But I've seen the actual guy that plays him in some reality shows recently, and he's the nicest guy I've ever seen. And he's apparently he's got like one of these mega IQs as well. He's like one of these super intelligent people, but like the nicest person apparently, yeah, and comes across that way. So kind of.
So I guess he keeps his actuallys to himself. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
I want to see I want to see Higgins playing in a jazz band too. I think that would be
Higgins is just one of the best characters because he's such a it's like he's in the wrong show but in the right way.
Yeah,
you know, so I like him.
It's one of those like sometimes you see like new managers come in or new management of a place and there's just somebody left from the old regime that just feels like they shouldn't be there anymore. he's that guy. It's like everybody else left. Like, why are you still here? But
yeah, exactly. It's like the king's butler that, like, you know, when the new king comes along, you like there's a thing set in stone. You can't get rid of this guy. Sorry, it's just, you know, he comes with the house. That's it. You know, you just have to keep him. And they're like, yeah, but I don't like him. Yeah, but you're stuck with him. But he you know, he turns out to be a very valuable you know, employee for, you know, Rebecca and kind of knits everything together, really, to be honest. Yeah.
And he's the heart of one of my favorite episodes, and it's the Christmas episode where all the players end up coming over. He's like inviting them for years and no one ever comes. And then they have to like use what they get their one son, the surfboard. So they use that to extend the table. And he definitely feels like a fish out of water, but you're right. He's such a fun character that initially he was like, oh, he's just this wormy little guy that, you know, Rebecca hates because he helped the ex-husband and everything, but all his little like throat gags when he's like has to like make decisions and he's like and he doesn't know like what to do morally. It's just such a fun little touch.
Yeah, exactly.
So now that we're a little bit removed, I know we talked about this kind of stuff like right after the last season was finished. But now that we've had a little bit of more time, I don't know about you guys. I've watched it a few times. What is that a moment that is kind of sticks in your head as like one of the most memorable moments that from the series? I'll go ahead and start. I feel like the Beard having to kind of like swallow his anger and go and give Nate another shot and tell the story about, you know, Ted giving him a shot and all that kind of like that whole part it's written really well and it's delivered, I think, even better. Like the fact that you can see like his eyes are welling up as he's telling that story, and he's so angry, but at the same time he knows that this is what he has to do. That moment to me is like just super powerful. So that one sticks with me.
Yeah.
What about you, Mal?
I mean, I'm terrible at remembering things, but you talking about that triggers one of the bits I really like, and it's connected to that. It's the bit that comes before that where, Ted shows shows him the video of Nate hiding under the desk.
Yeah, like
and
the
he's just
time
laughing,
lapse.
and he does it because it is you sat there watching it, and it's heartbreaking, isn't it, to see
Mhm.
Nate? Well, it's hilarious, but also heartbreaking to see the way Nate is like hiding and starts to come out and then run back under the desk.
Even when he was going full Eva mode, he was still kind of just a dork.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just so he shows it to him because he knows that look how pathetic he is, even though he's our enemy now. Look, it's still Nate. Yeah, yeah, I like that bit.
That's a good one.
And it sums up Ted as well. That's the typical sort of thing Ted does throughout the whole series, isn't it? He sees it from an empathetic viewpoint of the other person.
Somebody's here. I
That
gotta get
was funny.
that.
Jesse looked as well at the exact same time.
Yeah, I'll turn it over.
I only have the one earbud in, and I was like, I don't even have a doorbell.
Oh right, Curtis has to go answer.
So we'll go to John then, I guess. Yeah. I can steer this ship without him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, when he lets you,
Well, I can. I don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. You can sit back and relax. I think I probably said this the last time, but Rebecca and Sam in the pub when they kind of meet separately and they're actually the ones texting each other. That's just so funny and just so bizarre, and so it breaks every single rule. If you were to think of like being in a workplace and your boss, and it's the age gap is like really inappropriate, really, and she's the owner, so the most powerful person, and he's like this young footballer, and then he's kind of like wants to still go for it, and she's completely disgusted by it, but at the same time not letting it go. So I don't know, it's just really funny.
Nice. Yeah, I think that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rich.
He's on the delay, Rich.
I forgot about that. No, I was going to say, I'm not sure it's one scene necessarily, but it's the fact that Roy and Keeley didn't get back together. I think that was so emotionally hard hitting. I think it's when is it his house they're in with those stairs in the middle, and it's sort of, or her house, and it sort of dawns on him that actually this isn't going to work and they're not going to get together. And that was, I'm a tough man. I'm not really bothered about that sort of stuff, but that was really hard hitting.
Yeah, that kind of gives credibility.
You want them to work, but sometimes that it just doesn't.
Yeah,
it kind of gives credibility to the storytelling, doesn't it? When they don't just always go for the happy endings.
And it felt very realistic because they were still friends. They were still close. Like they didn't like cut each other out of each other's lives. It wasn't like a horrible, vindictive thing. So it was nice to see a realistic take on that. Totally.
Yeah. Jesse?
I guess that leaves me. I'm going to cheat. Mine is technically a 2-part by way of a 3-part answer. The 2-part, it sets up an episode. No, it's 3.
Yeah. Jesse, I've never seen Mal look so proud about anything in my life. But he's just like, well done, Jesse. Well done.
There's just 2 parts. They make the whole series for me that without these 3 parts, I don't think it would quite land on the same level for me personally. And the first one is the 2-part. It's when the first starts in the first episode where Ted starts to get that ringing in his ears when he gets thrown into the press conference, and you're just like, okay, he's just stressed, he's tired. But when then they hook that back to was it episode 6 or whatever, or when they go to the karaoke bar and he has the whole panic attack, like that was pretty early on in me starting to go through mental health stuff and therapy and like realize it's like, oh, someone just depicted almost exactly how that situation happens to me. Like that was the most relatable thing I'd ever seen. And then the fact that they carry that through the whole show, elements of that. But the last one is from, I think it's the second to last episode. Curtis, do you remember what that word is?
Which word?
The second to last?
Oh, penultimate.
Penultimate. Nice.
Yeah.
Nicely
Improving my
done.
vocabulary this year.
I think the last time we used that word was on the finale of Ted Lasso chat we did with these guys a couple of years ago. But the second to last episode where you see Jamie's dad's friends at the stadium by themselves and like toasting, and you think, oh, Jamie's dad died, and then it cuts to him in the rehab being happy about his boy on TV. Like, I lost it. Like, I was a mess for the next like 2 hours after that.
It is kind of sad though too that like Jamie doesn't know, right? Like he doesn't see that moment that we see, right? And that's
the growth of the character.
Part of the good writing and the realism of it is that sometimes like you don't know what's going on in somebody else's life. You can make assumptions that, this guy, my dad's just an asshole and he doesn't care and he never will and he's never going to get better. But you don't know the effort that they're putting into on the other side. So yeah, it's a good moment. I like that.
So yeah, I'll add that to the list of things I want to see in the next whatever they do. If Jamie is part of the show, I'd like to at least see the acknowledgement of a potential reunion with his dad, whether he just talks about it or if we get to see it. I think that could be a potentially really good, depending on how involved he is in the show, if he is at all.
Another moment that I see often, just like in reels on Facebook or something, is like when Ted's playing darts with Rupert. Like, I feel like that's such a great moment that, up until then, it's really like, this is a fucking joke, right? Like, this guy came over, he doesn't know anything about, football. He only knows American football. The whole thing is just ridiculous. But then, you have that moment where he turns everything and changes it. And it's like, you see Rebecca's attitude change towards him. And then he gets one over on Rupert, which I think is fucking awesome. So, yeah, it's a really cool moment. I like it. Barbecue sauce. So
I do love, back to the Rebecca love, John, the episode where she's invited to join like the elite table for the new football club that the one guy from Nigeria wants to start or whatever. And then she just looks at him and just sees all of them as like little boys.
Yeah.
And then the whole food fight like they come out and they're just covered in that food. That was great. She has a lot of great moments in that show. For sure.
Yeah. That's why John just wants a whole show on her. So.
Great character and a great actress.
Yeah. I got to step away again for a minute, but Jesse, you've got this.
Except for, did you watch Willow, John? The TV show?
No.
She's in an episode of that.
Really?
It's not worth watching it for her. And I'm a defender, and I tried to defend that show, but it just kept getting.
It was weird.
Somewhere and you eat a burger, and you're like, "Oh, this burger's really good," and then you go back years later, and you don't realize it's under new management or whatever. It doesn't have to be a burger, something you like, and it feels the same. Everything kind of looks the same, but then you start eating the same order, and it's like, this just keeps getting worse with every bite I take, and it's ruining my memory of the original time. That's kind of what the show was like. Fortunately, I still like the movie, but the show was hard.
It was the bit she's in is particularly odd as well, because her dress and the environment and everything did not fit with the rest of the show.
No,
it was
if I remember,
and everything, it was just like, what the hell?
Yeah. It's like her and another woman. They're like, I don't know if they're witches or like just whatever they've done. They've like secluded themselves in the woods, but they're all wearing like denim. Like they look like they were farming, outside, on like a private like co-op farm, down the road kind of a thing, like today, not in like a fantasy world. And it just felt so weird. I think that was, and that whole episode started off with like a weird rock song, but I mean, it's nice to see her, but it's not a great. I was like, oh, Rebecca's in this. Oh, this is horrible.
yeah. I mean, and she's good and all, you know, with what she does it well, but
Yeah.
does not. It's just really weird and really awkward, isn't it? In the episode, it's yeah.
Yeah.
And I was gutted because I'm a huge fan of Willow. I read, well, my dad read the book to me as a kid, and I went, you know, obviously went to see the movie with him, and actually the book was better than the movie, but loved the movie anyway. And so it wasn't terrible. I enjoyed parts of it, but yeah, some of it was awful. And that unfortunately was one of the bits.
Toonamator, I'm sorry, I'm dumping on a show you liked. I really wanted to like it. There are parts I still like about it, but overall, it just didn't work for me. I do agree that it's dumb that it got scrubbed off of Disney. Like, I don't think it was hurting anything being on there. Well, I mean, maybe people's palates, but
is there any good shows going at the moment?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, Stranger Things.
True. Yeah, I haven't
in between the last 3 bits or whatever.
I haven't started to watch.
No spoilers.
The latest season. Yeah,
I was going to say, yeah, we're 2/3 of the way through series 3, so no spoilers.
Okay, yeah. Well, no spoilers. Season 4 was not spoiler. Was a little hard for me to get through. I think because of the way they paced it, they broke it up like they were doing it now, and I don't think I realized that when it came out. And I just wanted things to happen. But it is good on rewatching it after the fact. I enjoyed
season
it.
4 isn't the latest one. It's the
correct. We're on season 5 now.
Yeah. The episodes the last couple of episodes were like movie length. They were way too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, just the way they had it spaced out made it weird. If it had just been all out at once, or if I would have just waited, it would have been. Yeah. I would have been happier, I think. So. Mm-hmm. Other shows. I'm not. Everything I'm watching is on YouTube right now.
Like, really? Yeah. I'm
watching. Sorry, guys. It's not directly related to K-pop, but it's because of K-pop. I've been watching these video logs of a woman and her sister who defected from North Korea to South Korea and are traveling to America for the first time, and just seeing how different it is from what they were taught in North Korea that America was like. It's really fascinating. Mm-hmm. And just funny, they're trying to put on lobster bibs at like a Boston like lobster shack, but the plastic ones, and they don't know how to do it, and they don't really speak English very well. So they're trying to put their hands through these like little slots where you're supposed to like rip it off and tie it. But they're like trying to put their hands through, and it's just so adorable watching these two grown women like not know how to use a plastic bib. It's just really funny and touching and moving. And, you know, obviously you guys aren't in the US, but something about countries that have a fair more amount of freedom than North Korea is, I think there's still some really cool things in there.
That's every country in the world then.
I guess except for Belarus.
Yeah.
No, even Belarus have more freedom than that.
Just about.
We get a question from Megs. She says, "What is everyone's favorite Christmas movie?" Hers is Muppet Christmas Carol. So, Jesse, you want to get us rolling on that
Miller
one?
was very upset with you guys about.
I know. It is what it is.
For the record, I had no input on picking what went in that list. I didn't even want to be there. I hate brackets, but I wanted to hang out with my friends.
Okay. Jesse, favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, why you start with me? I like Christmas movies probably the least of anybody on the screen.
I don't know.
We'll get the negativity out of the way now then, Jesse. Come on.
All right. Well, Kurt. Oh, I know why Kurt. All right. So mine is a favorite. It's actually an animated shorter. It's like 30 minutes long. It's called Opus and the Wish for Wings That Work. It's based off the Bloom County comic strip from the newspapers about Opus the penguin in the town of Bloom County. And it's the whole penguin doesn't feel like he belongs because he always wants to be able to fly, but he ends up being able to help Santa because he's a penguin and he gets to swim in frozen water.
All right. That's definitely a pick. Richard.
Mine is Scrooged with Bill Murray. Absolutely love that film. It's so good. You know, you're like, oh, it's just a modern take on the Scrooge story, but he's amazing in it. The supporting cast amazing. The ghosts are superb.
His monologue at the end, it has me in tears every time. I'm not too proud to admit that. So
no, it is absolutely amazing.
John,
An honorable mention to Die Hard as well. That's all
fuck
Christmas
Die
film.
Hard. It's not a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is.
Bad Santa is mine. I just think it's a really good movie as it is. I mean, of course, it's a Christmas movie because he's playing Santa in the mall, but it's just a great movie overall. And
awesome.
I love Billy Bob Thornton. I think he's a great actor.
Oh, he's awesome.
We're actually watching that series he has at the moment called Landman. But
yeah.
That's really good.
It is
big
it is
recommendation. Yeah. If you, I think it's on Paramount.
His wife is batshit crazy, but yeah.
Who's his wife these days?
No, that show. That
Oh
Landman
yeah.
She's fucking Looney Tunes.
And the daughter, yeah, absolutely.
Fucking taking
Some
over this
people
other guy's
really,
house
some people don't like it because of the wife and the daughter because they're totally outliers to
There's
the rest
people
of the
like
characters.
that though.
But I think they're hilarious, like really funny, like in a crazy
Take
way.
over the one dude's house, and then she's using her ex's credit card to fucking buy everything with her. It's like okay.
And taking she starts to volunteer at an old folks' home, and she takes them all up to the strippers.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I love it. It's a great show. Mal, Christmas movie?
This is one of those where I have so many answers.
Big surprise.
I really like some Christmas movies.
Right, well, we have time to fill, man. So fill your boots.
Well, Muppet Christmas Carol would be in there, and I do like Scrooged a lot as well. But I think there's a few more recently that have been really good. I enjoyed Violent Night, which is the David Arbor one as Santa. I really enjoyed Red One, which is I think Amazon's one from last year or the year before. That's a fun one.
That was surprisingly good, actually, that one, Mal.
Say that again, sorry.
It was surprisingly good. It shouldn't have been good as it was, but it was actually great fun.
It's fun. That's exactly it. And I really like Christmas Chronicles.
That's
I'm a
good
big,
too.
big fan of Kurt Russell, and he makes a badass Santa, doesn't he? Everything he does, he's badass. So yeah.
I mean, mine's Scrooged 100% with Rich on this. Me and my family, we watch it every year. You can't even hear the movie because me and the kids are just quoting the entire movie like as it's happening. So except for when it gets to his final monologue at the end, then we all just shut up and cry. So but love that movie. So did want to address a few things from the chat. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Neither is Batman Returns. So, and if your favorite Christmas movie has the word jug in it, sorry, you're wrong. And if your favorite movie has Ernest in it, that
I have to look that. I'm looking that one up on IMDb now, just to see what the hell that is.
Which one? The Emmett Otters.
Yeah,
it's like a Jim Henson Muppet. Thing.
Okay.
If it's Santa and the Giant Jugs, don't look it up, John. You're going to get something very
Oh, yeah.
Might not be on IMDb, thankfully.
I think I watched this last year with my mom for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Pause is great.
Class. Yeah, really
It's
good.
a bunch of these guys.
Yeah.
I need to watch that one. I think that's cool.
And don't forget, there's
with
like
the
3 or 4 in
special
that
appearance
series.
of Kermit the Frog. Don't forget.
Yeah,
Don't miss
special.
that.
It's very special.
Yeah, we went through a horrific Christmas film period, and my daughter was a bit younger, and she latched onto one where an American journalist marries a prince in Europe, and it's so sickly and sweet, and it's just terrible. And there was 3 of them, and then she found another set. I think it was 4 films about talking puppies at Christmas and having to get round. And oh god.
Snow Dogs.
Snow Dogs.
Never seen them, but I remember them from my days working at HMV.
Yeah, no, I'm very glad she's now 13 and enjoying Stranger Things and that sort of stuff.
Nice. Super chat from Kevin and Boots. Oh no, I spent the last 2 hours trying to help my son and forgot about it, you guys. Kevin, it is okay.
So if he would have remembered us, he would not have helped his son. Is that what we're getting?
Wow.
Like, he would have told his son to fuck off. Like, get out of here, kid. Shoot these shells on.
I'm glad to see where we rank, or where you guys rank.
Thomas Belay says Batman Returns 100% as a Christmas movie. Absolutely not.
That's trolling. That's trolling.
Yeah, listen, just because a movie happens during Christmas does not make it a Christmas movie. It's like me walking into Wrigley and saying I'm a baseball player. That's not how it works, right? Like there's other criteria. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, sorry, no, not a Christmas movie.
I'm of the mindset now, if you think it's a Christmas movie and it's your favorite Christmas movie, whatever apple fills your pie crust.
Yeah,
Oh, right, but a gargoyle isn't a gargoyle.
That's right.
That's the word, Jeff. That is a
Gargoyle.
definable word.
Oh, yeah. You can't just move the goalposts, whenever, if you don't care enough about something, you don't have
If you wanted to
edit.
say
Is that it?
gargoyle was your favorite word versus grotesque, then that's totally like your favorite opinion doesn't have to be accurate.
Well, my opinion is that was a gargoyle.
There you go.
No.
There you go.
Can I check?
Kevin, you'll have to go back you'll have to go back on the replay, Kevin, to get all this, but it'll be worth it.
Favorite opinion is not have to be factual or accurate.
Just to separate the gargoyle stuff again.
And
I don't know if
opinions
you guys
don't have
have
to be
seen it. There's a it's only a short thing, stop motion one, and it's the Predator versus Santa and his reindeer.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's stop motion, so it's all these barely moving reindeer and that, and all of a sudden the three dots appear on them and one of them gets killed, and then they start fighting back, and it's brilliant. Highly recommend it.
Gargoyle is a carved, grotesque figure on a building, most famously Gothic cathedrals, that serves a functional purpose as a waterspout to direct rain away from walls, preventing erosion, and symbolic purpose to ward off evil spirits with their terrifying appearance. Technically, this is the Jesse part. If a grotesque carving doesn't have a waterspout, it's a chimera or a grotesque. But the term gargoyle is often used for both.
But if it's a squirter, it's definitely a gargoyle.
I'm glad you read what AI had to say about it
back in the day.
It's just saying it can be used for both. So there you go.
Yeah, a lot of things can be used incorrectly to get a point across.
Ghostbusters 2 is a Christmas movie. I could see that. To me, like the heart of what a Christmas movie is it's got to make you want to be a better person afterwards, and that is basically what Ghostbusters 2 is about. It's like not being a shitty person. That's what makes the evil slime under the buildings. But if you're a good person and you sing happy thoughts and songs and stuff, it makes the slime turn good. So yes, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to say Ghostbusters 2, Christmas movie.
Well, then Ted Lasso is a Christmas show.
I would agree with that.
I think Tuna make some good points. He mentioned, oh no, we've lost it. He mentioned that Claw's animation's really, really good movie. Nice one if you want your heartstrings pulled out, and then the Santa Claus. I enjoyed that as well when that first came out, and pulls out Gremlins is a Christmas movie as well. I agree.
I haven't seen it in a long time. I'd have to watch it again and see if I get the warm and fuzzies afterwards. I undecided on that one.
Gremlins are warm and fuzzy, are they?
Mogwai.
If you feed him after
Oh
midnight.
no, here we go. Actually,
Gremlins 2 is cool. Yeah, then they got all the crazy Gremlins in Gremlins 2.
Yeah,
that one's awesome. Man, I have no idea what you guys were talking about while I was gone, but is there any other shows that you guys are watching right now? Check it out.
Let me think.
I've been
go, Matt.
watching, just finished today, watching Critical Role animation. First one. Not the Mighty Nine. The
Vox Machina.
Vox Machina. I finally got around to watching that because I watched it originally and it just didn't quite click for me, but I thought I'd try it again because I keep catching clips of Critical Role and it seems very fun. So I thought, well, I'll give it a go, and I've really enjoyed it the second time around and the second attempt.
Did you watch all through season 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw Megs earlier was talking about Only Murders in the Building. That's a good one. After Legions Con, we stopped over by G's house and we watched Three Amigos with Jesse because he had never seen it. And I was looking for something Steve Martin to watch and saw if he was in something recently, and that came up. And Darla and I watched that whole series, and it's pretty funny. I like it. So.
Yeah, myself and my wife, we rewatched an old series called Felicity. Do you ever remember that one?
Yeah.
It's really
J.J.
good.
Abrams.
It's J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves, so the guy that did the most recent Batman. Just a really good kind of college, kind of era series.
I've not actually seen that. I might have to put that on my list.
Yeah, it's quite good. I don't know where you'd find it these days. We had it on like disc from back in the day. But quite good. Now we'd watched it before, so I suppose there's a bit of a, we saw it back when around the time we first met. This is early 2000s when it was actually on TV back then. But yeah, I didn't know until rewatching it now that it was a J.J. Abrams, one of his kind of early things.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
But you could see the way it's put together, that it is kind of really well made. Yeah,
A lot of lens flares for a college campus.
yeah. It is,
we just started watching Lost. I've seen it before, but Darla's never seen it. So it's on Netflix, but I think it's on something else too. It's like Hulu or Paramount or something. Netflix, it's only playing till the end of the month, so we've been like racing through it and trying to binge it. But we're like in season 3, so we're still like in the part where it seems very interesting and hasn't gotten stupid confusing yet. So she's really enjoying that. And then I've been watching separately Handmaid's Tale on Hulu.
Oh yeah,
which is good, but it also is very difficult to watch. Like it's
heavy
quite
going.
disturbing. So yeah, but
yeah, we've just finished the second series of Man on the Inside. It's a Netflix show. It's a Ted Danson show. He's
yeah.
retired college professor who starts working as a private eye sort of thing, and how he does that. So the first series was set in an old people's home, and he was undercover there. And then the second series is set on a college campus, where he's an undercover professor there trying to find out what's happening. Very good, very enjoyable, very funny. I highly recommend it.
I think Darla was watching that. I might have to check it out.
It's just a nice comedy too. There's no tons of bad language or anything like that. It's just a nice chilled comedy.
Nice.
Awesome. So this past year, did you guys recently talk about other toy lines from the year? Okay.
No.
So besides Horsemen, what is like the main line that you guys were collecting this year that's not Horseman related? I'll go ahead and start. It's definitely McFarlane stuff. I went kind of down a rabbit hole of putting together a collection of like all the figures that I had from the old Superpowers line, but in the 7-inch scale. So I was chasing down any kind of Silver Age looks and stuff like that, and just got a ton of McFarlane this year, including my favorite McFarlane's, which is the Batman Returns, the ones that he just put out, which are phenomenal, man. The likenesses for Danny DeVito and Michael Keaton and Michelle Pfeiffer and Christopher Walken, they're like perfect. Like I can't imagine another company doing it better. So
you get the pack of penguins as well.
Yeah, the Commando penguins.
Yeah.
Mal, what about you? Non-horseman line. What was the one that you collected the most?
The two main. There's been two Origins, He-Man Origins. As you know, I picked up the sketchbook Spycore whilst I was out with you that day. I've been loving what they do with them. I'm not so enthralled by the 2000 Origins ones they're about to do. There's something about them that I'm not quite so keen on. The other one, Joy Toy Ninja Turtles. They're not the cheapest, but they are so good, and you get so many accessories with them. They're great. It's one of it gives me the same feeling of Legions when you're opening them up and you're setting them up and taking the parts out, and they're really cool.
Did you get the Bebop and Rocksteady from there?
Yes,
They looked awesome.
Yeah,
I don't do that scale, that 1/18th, but they look freaking cool. So
yeah, well, I've always had a bit of a thing for the little figures. So there's been other Joy Toy lines that I've been like, I quite like that figure, but resisted. And then when I saw they were doing the turtles, I was like, well, I don't think I'm resisting anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got a few I haven't unboxed yet, but like the most recent wave, and then the most recent one is Leatherhead. Looks fantastic. It looks awesome. Can't wait to get him. So
I don't think I've seen that one yet. I'll check that out.
Look him up. Yeah, he looks awesome.
Cool. John, what about you?
Not much really, Curtis. I got a few G.I. Joes, mostly the Dreadnoks and a couple of the Vipers, but very few. And yeah, I cut down about 4 years ago. I cut down nearly everything I collected to just Legions, because we switched the way that we were working in the house. So I was working kind of more, so now it's a bit less my money. So I need to be more careful on it.
What was your favorite classified figure that came out this year?
I'm terrible with the names. Did the one with the little boar come out, or little pig, or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Him. He was cool.
Yeah, he's
awesome.
fantastic.
I really like the I forget what it's called, but the Cobra Commander, where he's got like the silver, I don't know what that one's called.
The armor, the battle armor one.
Battle armored one. Yeah,
I don't know if that's what he's called, but yeah, that's what he's. Yeah.
And I haven't picked it up yet, but I need to get that wetsuit. I think that figure looks really cool.
Really good figure.
Tempted by him.
Yeah, and the Dreadnought guy with the yellow pants, Mal. Which one is he? Okay, this is not good.
What else? What besides the yellow pants? What else was there about him?
Can't remember. I'll look him up. You guys continue.
You were all in on the Sesame Street blockies as well, weren't you, John?
Oh yeah, I got those. Yeah, that's true. But I haven't opened them up. Yeah. I was going to share them with the kids because they're cool. So maybe
blockies are so much fun, man.
Christmas. Yeah, they are. They're a rabbit hole you could definitely go down.
They've got a lot of articulation for the the really tiny ones. Like they're so good.
Yeah.
So
I actually bought on Pulse as well. I bought Transformers off Pulse on their clear out sale because my son wanted just Transformers for Christmas. So I just got 6 or 7 of the kind of Transformers that were on clear out because he doesn't really care. He has Optimus and a few of the main guys, so he just wants a bunch more to kind of make a battle scene or whatever. So I got some cool ones that were like half price or more. Even some of the bigger leader class ones were like from 60, 70 down to like 20 something.
Wow.
So, he'll be pretty chuffed because when he sees the big box, then he, the bigger the box, sometimes it doesn't really matter what's in it. So it'd be cool to see him with those, and they're cool as well. Yeah. So yeah.
Awesome. Rich, what about you?
Loads of lines, unfortunately, for my wallet, but two favorites probably this year are the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures. Absolutely loving those. The packaging they come in is awesome.
Yeah.
They're doing the scaling really well as well. So you've got Sagat and Blanca, this year, which are noticeably bigger than the other ones. So they're really great fun. And then Operation Monster Force.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Absolutely loving this line. I'm not, other than GI Joe, I don't tend to go for the military stuff, but the whole idea of monsters versus military and that sort of thing has just got me completely hooked. And they come with like 1 million accessories. So, you absolutely get your money's worth. So I'm really thoroughly enjoying those at the moment.
Awesome. Jesse?
The Armies of Ashmore, Defenders of Eden, Dinosaur is probably, other than Horseman stuff, what I've done the most on this year. Blockies would probably be a close second.
Yeah, those Defenders of Eden, Armies of Ashmore figures are really cool. They're chunky, man. And you could take somebody out with one of those too, man. You can knock somebody out. So
I love for swapping their hands out. Like I feel like the ports on the wrists and stuff are really I know the Horsemen worked on designing some of that stuff. I think it's an upgrade to their regular ogre scale stuff. I feel like the way those hands swap out of the wrist joints is just so smooth. And it's more satisfying in a weird way to say it than the regular ogre scale stuff. But and the hands are nice and they're flexible enough to like get the weapons in without feeling like you're gonna break them or stretch them out. I really like. I mean, and it's dinosaurs. Come on.
I mean the quality on those is fantastic. I know obviously the Horsemen sculpted it, and then Chris helped with the production on it from their factories, and yeah, it's really good. So I'm gonna go to this one that Megs has. I'm gonna change it up a little bit, but basically, what toy would you like to have for Christmas that you don't currently have? From any, it could be from when you were a kid, now, whatever, grail piece, whatever it is. Yeah.
She says, "What would you ask Santa for? Not necessarily get it."
Okay. That's why I said I'm changing up the question a little bit.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I'm sorry.
So, what would you want for Christmas? Any kind of toy, grail piece, whatever from, and I'll start with Jesse.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'll go with Transformers, Action Masters, Optimus Prime.
Oh, okay. Which one's the Action Masters?
They're the ones that don't transform.
Oh, okay.
They're in like the GI Joe scale. They got like bendable knees, but their arms are straight. So it's just like it's really limited articulation. But it was the first Optimus Prime I remember getting. And he came with like a truck. Like he could sit in a truck with like a whole trailer that would like transform into like a battle station, like more elaborate than like the regular one. I've looked them up. They're like stupid expensive. Or I wouldn't pay that much money for them now, but that would be one.
What about you, Rich?
I'm struggling to think. I was an only child, so I did pretty well on toys wise when I was a kid. Although we didn't have
spoiled, is what you're saying?
Yeah, we didn't have a ton of money, but what money we had was used to buy me lots of stuff. I'm genuinely struggling.
We can come back to you. Come back.
Yeah, please do.
Let's circle back. John, what about you?
Those robot transformer dudes. Give me them.
The robot? Oh, the ones that automatically transform?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me those.
Yeah, that's anything that's like super expensive that you wouldn't want to spend money on, but if you got it, that's a good I
mean, you probably do it for the first hour maybe, and the odd the couple of times when your nerdy friend comes around, or even they might actually be cool for people that aren't quite nerds. You could show your brother-in-law, whatever, he might actually be slightly impressed, but then it'll go up on the shelf and it'll be like a masterpiece transformer, which is still cool. But you might be then worried about the battery after a year or two of it just sitting on the shelf. But I think they're cool. They're just so expensive that it's hard to justify the outlay. Or you could probably get what could you get 5 or 6 or maybe 10 masterpiece Transformers, depending on the ones for that price. So yeah.
Mal,
I don't know if this is.
I've got 10 that I'd like to say.
You say that.
Rich had none, so because he was spoiled child and he had everything. So
No, well, this is it. I don't know if this really answers the question or if it's twisting the question, but I'd kind of like my vintage turtle collection back that I gave away as a kid. I've got some of them. I kept some of them, but I had a real cool set, and I think I've said before, I used to go to a local comic shop who'd have imported figures. So, we'd import stuff from the States. So I had a few figures that would be quite rare over here. And so it'd be cool to get that back in the condition it was, because I always looked after my things. The other one would be Dick Tracy figures I had. The only one I didn't have was, I forget the name of it, but the one Madonna played in the movie. Spoiler: Madonna played in the movie with no face.
The blank,
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have that as a kid, and it would be cool to get that, because that was worth a fortune now. So
mine would be this. That is the Perseus Pegasus 2-pack. I had this set as a kid, and I absolutely loved it. I would just make this thing fly around everywhere. Super nostalgic for me. I watched this. It's probably the movie that I watched the absolute most when I was a kid with my mom. We just constantly were watching this thing, and it's stupid expensive. It's I don't know. For me, it's I think $700 or something for this 2-pack. So don't know that I'll ever get it, but that would be my number one. So.
And what era was that? Around the time of He-Man as well, that toy?
I think it was before that. I think it's
was it
late 70s,
okay.
maybe early 80s, but yeah. But it was before. I believe it was before He-Man stuff. So, Rich, back to you. Did you come up with anything?
I think I'd get some more of the vintage G.I. Joe vehicles.
Oh,
so
okay.
I had the Dragonfly, had a big Blue Jet, the Cobra one, and a couple of the smaller ones. But I'd probably go back and get those in an ideal world. Stock up the collection with those, because there were some pretty awesome ones. I just never had that many. So yeah,
cool. Sig says that I could make a mythic version for less, which is absolutely true, but it wouldn't have the same nostalgia for me. Gui says he would do the 3-0 Jon Snow. So there's that. Meg says Little Mermaid Polly Pocket. She would love to have it again. So it's a good answer. Cool. William says the Paladin Cleric. That's a super rare one right now for sure. So
a chance in the Kickstarter.
Yep.
Keep an eye out on that.
That's still it's more available than some of the ones we've talked about.
Kevin says diecast Liger Zero from Zoids. It's $350 with different armors. So
whoa.
Zoids were cool.
Zoids are really cool.
Yeah, I had a couple of Zoids
really good.
Yeah.
I've still got a load of Zoids at my folks.
Oh, nice.
Omar says Cops. I loved Cops. They were so I like the cartoon though more than I like the toy. I feel like even now, I can watch that cartoon now and it feels like it holds up because it's set in the future. So, I don't know. For some reason, it feels like it holds up more than some older cartoons. But
Galaxy Rangers would fit in with that one. The Galaxy Rangers were cool figures, and I only ever had the one, but yeah, it'd be cool to get more of them as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Vintage Crystar Castle. I don't think I've ever seen that. I know Crystar, but I don't know the castle. Anybody remember that?
Is it a bit like the She-Ra one, is it?
Crystar was we didn't have Crystar over here when we were kids.
Oh, gotcha.
But I would have been all over them if I had, because it's translucent plastic all over the place, isn't it? Which I've always been a sucker for.
Even as a kid you were translucent?
Oh yeah. Any gimmicks, I loved them. Yeah.
Right.
Apparently this is what it is here. So There we go.
There you go.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. I didn't realize they had that many figures either. So
What did they 3 3/4? Or?
that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Talk about no privacy.
People in glass houses. You know.
It's frosted. It's like those Japanese public toilets where when you put the money in, they just go frosted.
Alan says he'd take all the Inhumanoids. Those are pretty pricey as well. So
can I add something to my list as well?
Sure.
So it suddenly dawned on me, like stuff I used to really like as a kid that I never had toys for. And those 2 shows, Battlestar Galactica and Buck Rogers, both of which I loved. Having just quickly Googled them, both of them had toy lines. So yeah, getting those would be pretty cool.
Battlestar's got a new toy line coming from
they
Big Bad Workshop, I think.
Are they small? Did I see they were small?
I'm not sure what size it is. I just know Big Bad Workshop is doing it.
My whole thing is 118, which I can't quite get my head around. Because everything else I've got is 112. It's like Higher Toys do a really cool 118 Judge Dredd line. And they said they're going to do it in 112, and they're like £100 each. And they're not brilliant. So I might have to go for the 118, but it's getting that different scale thing. I've got to get my head around that.
I don't think this is the saying, Sig. It's close.
It should be.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Used to take shits out the window back in the day, you know, before they invented the toilet.
What about a memorable present that you did get as a kid that you know, Christmas morning, you got down there, you opened it up, and you're like, man, this is the shit. We'll go the other way this time. We'll start with Mal.
I've got a terrible memory for all these things, but the one that does, and I think I've said this before on a show that we've all done together, is Castle Grayskull. The original Castle Grayskull's one that sticks in my mind as just being absolutely awesome. And the other thing was an Amiga 500 computer, which it was hidden under a blanket in the corner of the room. Didn't register it until later in the day when Dad sort of did the big reveal. You know? So yeah.
That's awesome. John?
Probably we had this table football game called Sabutio. Back in the day, the boys will know it. It was these little guys that you flick around this felt mat, and it was a huge thing back in the day. So I got that, and Sega Master System. So the shitty one, not the good one.
I love the Sega Master System.
Yeah, in hindsight it was cool, but like I got mine when I suppose it was 1990, and the Mega Drive like came out almost straight away afterwards, so it was out of date instantly.
Was that the one that had the little like card? Like there was the main system, and then there was like the little card, almost like memory card slot on the side.
It did have the Master System I did had a slot that you could get games that were like on cards instead of cartridges.
Yeah,
that you could slide in there.
No,
but they were not good.
Yeah, but the one I had just had the cartridges and had an inbuilt game, which was Alex Kidd in Miracle World.
See, ours had a built-in like it was like a spaceship game. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, I think they changed it up depending on which one you got.
Yeah, and this Alex Kidd game was really hard, and then there was certain points where you had to play a guy in rock paper scissors, which is a game of chance anyway. And if you lost, it was game over.
That sucks.
And you're like back. So you had to. It was all. The only good thing was it was always the same. So if you did make a note, you knew what moves to play. But the first time you got there, so you get into the final boss's castle, and suddenly there's a rock paper scissors game, and you're like, okay, I'm like 6 hours into this. You're going to throw me out. You have a
chance of just being done,
and there's no save.
Yeah, that sucks. Rich, memorable Christmas gift?
The Amstrad 464 computer. So again, another proper old one. You pop the tapes in. It takes half an hour, then you flip the tape over, then it takes another half an hour, and then finally you've got a game. I think they came out. I haven't just googled it. They came out in 1984 in the UK, so it's probably the following Christmas. So I'd have been like 11. Getting that was awesome. And also I got a mini snooker table one year as well. So for our American colleagues who don't know what snooker is, it's played on a table similar to pool tables, but much bigger. So a normal snooker table is 12 foot by 6 foot. It's huge. Whereas I got a small one, like 4 foot by 2 foot or something like that. But I love that as well. So they're the two that stand out for me.
Jesse?
Yeah. Probably one that stuck out the most, that I probably have the most memories for, is probably the Sega Genesis in early to mid 90s. That was crazy. I just remember, like, my brother, we went out and rented whatever Madden was that year, which, not being a football guy, I didn't really care, but I was playing a game with my brother, and like the voiceover on the system just kept saying, like, he could go all the way, better hurt. It was so like robotic and stuff, but it was like the most interactive like a game had been at that point. Yeah. And I was obsessed with like Sonic and like all the Disney games that were coming out, and some of those were like ridiculously hard. The Sega Genesis is definitely one that stands out a lot.
Very cool.
How about you, Curtis?
I'm trying to find an image of this here.
You can do it without a picture because none of us had a picture.
Well, there's something specific about it. So in the Masters of the Universe line, there was I don't know that they all had this, but there was a time period where the clamshell had like a little like indent bubble in the middle of it that went in. And so one year the Christmas presents were already under the tree. I could see them, and you could see the way that they're wrapped. It's definitely a He-Man. It's a Masters of the Universe clamshell, right? Like, because my mom didn't like try to hide it or put it in another box or whatever. So like you could clearly see what it is. And when like they weren't looking, I kind of snuck one of them out, and I pushed where that little indentation is in the middle, and was able to kind of move the paper enough to the side that I could see what was inside of it, which was the battle armor Skeletor. And then I had to slide it back under the tree and pretend like I didn't know what it was. But I was so excited because that was like one of the main ones I was looking for that year. So, awesome. So yeah, I cheated and saw it early, but
yeah. I never looked for presents when I was a kid. I was one of those goody two shoes. I never did.
Yeah.
And then one year I was old enough that, I was deciding what presents I wanted. So I'd asked for quite a few different Transformers. So, my folks got them. And then we had this, it's like canvas wardrobe in the spare room that we never used. Like a proper old thing. And I was like, I bet they got the Transformers in there. I was like, I just opened up just to see the pile of Transformers ready, because that's, it's quite exciting. I know what's there. And I opened it up, and sat on top was an Ultra Magnus, which I hadn't asked for.
Oh, nice.
So it was obviously a surprise present. And I really didn't want one because I didn't like the character or the look of the toy.
Wow.
And it was sat there as this surprise. And I'm like, oh God. So this was like 2 weeks before Christmas. So I just had and then opened it Christmas Day, and we're like, yay, that's amazing.
Rich was so spoiled that he got toys that he didn't want. He's like, you can keep that one. I just want these.
I want to emphasize again, we'd never had much money, but my parents were very nice to me. So yeah.
Oh, all right.
Did I think a lot of parents back in those days, they hid the toys in the boot of the car in the run up to Christmas. I remember lots of stories about that, like people finding their Christmas presents in their parents'
That's
boot
trunk,
car just
Curtis.
by accident.
Yeah, yes.
Sorry, yeah, trunk. Yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting.
Yeah, that would be really weird if it was the other.
Yeah, just in among the engine. Yeah, because they were so scared of the kids finding them in the house, or maybe the houses were smaller back then as well.
I'm in the closet looking in all my dad's boots. These don't have anything in them.
I remember looking for gifts one year, and I found some, and I felt bad, so I never did it again. I don't remember what they were, but yeah, I had to creep into my parents' room when they weren't there, and there was like the second little closet that was like half a door high, and I always hated opening that door because that would be like where my stepdad stored like the air conditioner, and like I'd have to crawl in there to get it out in the summer, and it was all like spider webs and like just old wood. It was, so I was like, oh, I bet it's in there. And like I freaked myself out opening it, and I saw it was Ninja Turtles or something, or Transformers, and then I felt so bad about, like, I didn't say anything, but yeah, I was like, I'm never doing that again.
My story with that was my brother one year told me that Santa wasn't real, and I was like, telling him that he's wrong. I'm like, you're just dumb, you're stupid. Of course he's real. He brings us the presents each year, and my brother's like trying to convince me that Santa's not real, and he takes me into my parents' bedroom and opens the closet where there's a ton of stuff, including a big giant Castle Grayskull up at the top of the closet. And so then I'm just like, I'm bawling, I'm in tears. I'm like 5 years old at the time, maybe 4 or 5 years old. And I'm like bawling, and my parents trying to figure out why I'm crying. They come running over, and I told them that my brother told me that Santa is not real, and they're like, yes, he is, all this and that. And my brother goes, no, he's not. He goes, I know, because the Castle Grayskull I asked for Christmas is up in the top of your closet. And my dad said, we didn't get you a Castle Grayskull for Christmas. He's like, yes, you did. I saw it. It's in the top of your closet. He goes, I guarantee we did not get you a Castle Grayskull for Christmas. So Christmas morning comes around. There's a Castle Grayskull underneath the tree with my name on it. My brother did not get it. I did not ask for it. He asked for it. I did not ask for it. And they gave it to me just to spite him over that incident.
Good parenting. Good parenting. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. But that was how I found out.
Oh, that's too young. That's too young.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never believed in Santa Claus. Like, that was just something we didn't do on our house. So so when my stepdad tried to do it, when he and my mom got married, like, oh, Santa got you it was like the big surprise gift at the end of the day. And it's like, well, I know, like, there's no Santa Claus, and like, yeah, I feel bad for you now. As a kid, I wouldn't have cared that you got told that there was no Santa. I was ruthless about, like, I did not care that people like, I don't think I ever did it to someone intentionally, but
well, it is what it is. So I think because this I was in kindergarten, I believe, when that happened, and I remember there was I would go to the bus stop for kindergarten, and it was just me and one other girl, Gretchen, would go on the bus. And before school one day, like, we were behind the bushes and we were showing each other our private parts. so I saw the opposite sex private parts before I knew that Santa wasn't real. So I guess there's that. I don't know why that just popped in my brain, but I'm like, because you were like, it's too early to know that Santa's like, well, it wasn't too early to see private parts. So, so there you go.
Oh, Christmas.
This is the reason I am where I am. So, well, gentlemen, we're at a very important part of the show here. This year, we have been getting people's take on a certain story that happened once in Jesse's life. Jesse, our good friend here, who seems to be the sweetest guy in the world, did something very nefarious. He booed a wedding proposal. So what we know, these are the facts we know. Jesse went to the movies with his friends, and they went to see Fun with Dick and Jane. Now, nobody was forcing them to watch this movie. They chose on their own to.
All right, you don't have to elaborate so much on this.
I feel like I need background, Curtis, so please elaborate.
They got to the theater. They're sitting down, and there's nobody else in the theater except for one couple that's a few rows ahead of them, and a couple people that look like to be the gal's parents, right? So this is before the previews started. There's, running like different commercials and ads and stuff on the screen. And all of a sudden this like very romantic scene comes up like on a beach or something, sunset, and it, some like romantic music. And then it says on the screen, "Will you marry me?" To which this guy that's a few rows up from them gets down on one knee and proposes to this gal. Okay. And Jesse just starts booing them relentlessly. So this year, what we've been doing is we've been asking our guests to tell us what they think the reason is. Why did Jesse boo this poor couple? And then what impact did that have on them and the rest of their lives? Like, did they break up because they couldn't, take somebody booing them? Did it strengthen their relationship and they just have a fun story to tell everybody each year on their anniversary? We don't really know the true story. Jesse is going to tell us in just 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, we're going to hear the actual story. We're still working to try to get the couple here to see if we can get them on the episode. But Jesse will tell us the story. But in the meantime, this is your guys' opportunity to tell us what you think happened. And we're going to start with Rich. So, Rich, let's hear your side of the story.
I think she was about to say no. She'd realized she was made a horrible mistake and had been like ambushed inside the theater. So she was about to say no, and then the booze put her off, and she panicked and said yes. And since then, has been living in a loveless marriage, and it's just thoroughly depressed.
That's kind of depressing. Now, what made Jesse actually boo them? What's going on in his head?
I'm thinking it was somebody that Jesse liked as well, and he wanted her, so therefore he booed.
Good old-fashioned jealousy. Okay.
Good old-fashioned jealousy.
Yeah, I got it. John, your turn. What do you got?
Wow. I wish you'd prepped us on this.
I mean, this is one of the things that's been going on in the show for the last 7 months. So if you've been watching the show,
no one watches to the end, Curtis. You know that.
Well, I hope they're seeing this now.
Right. So Jesse just wanted to get on and see Tia Leone in Fun with Dick and Jane.
Is that what it is? Okay.
He likes to have fun with Dick as well sometimes. So
that was almost my favorite answer. That was almost my favorite answer.
And what impact do you think it had on the poor couple?
I think they probably still laugh on every anniversary about the weird guy in the cinema that booed them.
Gotcha.
On their engagement.
Yeah, you got to laugh and have fun if you're, living the kind of life that you get proposed to at Fun and Dick and Jane. You got to try to find some enjoyment in life.
Yeah, exactly. I do think, though, because they had such a, I don't know, they were in a situation that they ended up at a proposal like this at a movie theater, showing a movie like that they're probably reasonably down-to-earth people,
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking Niagara Falls or the Eiffel Tower or anything.
So they probably have a bigger chance of still being together,
Gotcha, because they really don't have many other options.
Yeah, divorce rate's pretty high these days everywhere, but I think these people maybe a little bit more of a chance of staying together than, these people that propose on these fancy, expensive locations and with all this elaborate stuff.
So maybe Jesse actually helped strengthen their relationship. Okay.
Yeah, they could be just doing it to spite him. Every time they have a row, they go, "Okay, you want to break up and make that guy at the back of the cinema happy?"
Yeah, you want to prove that guy right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Mal, it is time for you to tell us your version of this story.
So I was going to go with it was actually turned out it was a girl that Jesse had feelings for a long time and not been able, but Rich has done that. So I'm just going to go with, I've just read the synopsis of Dick and Jane, and he probably just thought, what a lame ass time and place to do a proposal. And I reckon the guy realizing this as he'd been booed, so he couldn't finish the proposal, ran out crying like a little bitch, and then slipped into a deep dark depression. because it couldn't get over it, couldn't marry the woman he loved, because and then she went off, met some other guy, probably for the better, because some other guy didn't propose at Fun with Dick and Jane, and they've each, well, she's lived happily ever after with someone else, and the guy has looked back on that time to see the error of his ways and realised that Jesse was in fact correct to do what he did.
But he still ruined the guy's life.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He shouldn't have proposed at Fun with Dick and Jane, then, should he?
Should have proposed at 4 weddings and a funeral.
There you go.
Well, there you go. That is the Euro Boys version of what happened at the theater that day when Jesse booed that poor couple. Are any of those the real answer? We will find out in 2 weeks when we hear the real story from Jesse and hopefully from the couple themselves. I know that it was in Missouri. I've been scouring all the trailer parks because I guarantee that if you proposed at Fun with Dick and Jane, you definitely live in a trailer park. So I have put up signs. I have made phone calls. We are trying to track down the couple. We will do everything we can.
Don't do it at the end of the show, though, Curtis. Put it up front.
It's on the 28th. I believe that is going to be the main part of our show, is really finding out what really happened. So we'll see. Jesse, any thoughts on the Euro Boys take on your story?
No. I thought I wasn't allowed. I'm not allowed to elaborate on anything. So,
Are you?
John had me in the first sentence and lost me in the second sentence.
Gotcha. When he said that you like to have fun with Dick. Are you excited that this will all be done in 2 weeks?
No, because I don't believe it will be.
Oh, okay. So the answer is worse than
We'll
anything anyone's said.
next thing. Yeah.
Especially if you somehow manage to get the couple or either of them.
I'm working on it. We'll see.
I mean,
No,
spam every
you-
Facebook group with "Did you propose at this film?"
It's
That can
some
only
people
be
with
2
your
people.
Can't
in
be
the
that
world.
many people that
No.
proposed to that movie, right?
Don't even
And they've
need to
got
give them the
food.
state. I mean, if you give them
Yeah.
the state, even that'll be pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you get proposed to at Fun with Dick and Jane? If so, you may be entitled to compensation.
Not by me, they're not. I'll apologize.
Emotional compensation.
Yes, exactly. What you guys got coming up for all the fans of your channel?
This week, awards, which is why we didn't want to go too deep earlier into favorite stuff from Legions this year, because I guess we'd be spoiling our own show. So we always do the same categories, so we're pretty much similar this year. Favorite mythics, cosmics, etc. Except this year, cosmics, there wasn't that much, so we're kind of made that category into a catch-all of all the other non-mythic Four Horsemen stuff. And then it's Christmas. Probably take a break for one of the weeks over Christmas, I think, guys.
One of them,
That's
yeah.
what
But
we'll
we
do.
we have a special little something for one of the weeks as well. So
Yeah. So maybe if we can get down to recording that,
we will. We will get recorded that.
and then into the new year, let's see what happens. We'll see what the Four Horsemen come up with. We have a couple of show ideas lined up in case that it's going to be a quiet January, and if it isn't, we'll go with what's going.
I think we're thinking at the moment too, and we did the year that's been in toys quiz sort of thing in January last year. So we're thinking we might do the same again with a live quiz this year.
Oh, cool.
There's drawings I've done already for another quiz sort of thing. Another lot of Christmas movie drawings, so they'd be part of that.
So you
So it's
already
already-
prepped ahead of time.
He's already tested them on his work colleagues.
Work colleagues, yeah. One person got 8 out of 10. It was like
Wow.
some sort of miracle.
We should bring him on
That's pretty good.
as a ringer.
Like an
We
idiot
have-
savant.
We have Frank this week, who doesn't like Legions at all, but we just invited him on the quiz.
Anything for your Patreon folks that people should know about? Maybe entice them a little bit to join if they haven't already.
I guess we'd be taking up the baton on Rich's randoms first half.
Yes,
of,
we
next year
parked
again.
that for a while due to Legions Con and than the festive period, but certainly New Year we'll be taking that up again. We've got a few people to get through still. And I think everyone seems to be enjoying that.
Anything exciting going on in the Discord?
Just some good chats about figures and stuff. Mal needs to be on it more, clearly.
Yeah, I'm
But yeah,
not a big Discord guy. I tried
yeah.
for a bit, but I was like, I just can't do it. So,
I mean, the nice thing about it is, unlike Facebook, when you see a message, you can come back to it later and it's still there, as opposed to trying to search through for a thread on something that you haven't commented on and you don't have a notification to kind of go back through. But there's a core group of people in there that chat, and it's always exciting around the time stuff is announced, or when there's something fun going on with
any new chat threads in there this year that are fun, exciting?
No, we had a good one building up to Legions Con. We always have the behind the scenes one, which I think is my favorite. Just throw a few things in there.
Awesome.
That's pretty much it. It's not too complicated in there.
Also, folks, don't forget to go to redbubble.com. You can type in EuroLegions. You can get your EuroLegions merchandise, including a comforter / duvet cover, whatever you want to call it. You can sleep underneath Rich's art every night, like myself and Darla. So yeah, get some cool stuff here.
Yeah, the my art's getting really popular now. We had our divisional Christmas do sort of thing online the last week in work. There was like 100 plus people, and the fun round that they had was my Christmas movie drawings from last year. So now my entire division know how bad a drawer I am. So that was fun.
I think you mean how good you draw.
Well, I don't want to boast, Curtis, but yes.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to go down the route of Mal and insult art that we know is amazing. So, I mean, when I think of the top artists in our community, I think Nate Barch, and then right under that, Richard Jones. Sometimes they kind of flip flop 1-2, 2-1.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So,
Nate has asked for a couple of hints, but I'm like, no, dude, you stick to yours. I'll stick to mine.
Yeah.
And I mean, Tom Tolman, the other guy that does the figure, he's sometimes is up there with Rich.
3.
But
he's like a distant 3 after Rich and Nate. Yeah.
And then you got David Williams and Neil. They're decent.
Guys,
if I'm Tom, I'm reaching out to Rich and going, hey, they're putting me on this figura. I need some ideas. What do you got for me?
What are the best crayons?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you rough something up
demon
for me?
Yeah. Can't believe you're leaving Dusty off this list.
I mean,
Dusty,
he's
course,
on there, but everybody's after Rich. Except for sometimes Nate. Sometimes, I mean, like I said, they flip flop. So, but
quick question, actually, have you two gentlemen had a chance to go through the EuroLegions puzzle book yet?
I have done half of it. So,
have you enjoyed it?
I have. I really enjoyed it. It's probably one of my favorite pickups from Legions Con. So
excellent stuff.
Yeah. I did notice that some of the pictures were reused from past things.
They only a huge fan like yourself, Curtis, would know that.
Yeah. I was like, I recognize this. I recognize that. I sleep under that.
Spoiler alert.
But no,
I'm saving mine for a rainy day.
It is a lot of fun.
Me up.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, you must have good weather.
I will say that you guys aren't the best businessmen, though, because giving that away for free is ridiculous. Like, people definitely would have paid for that. So
it's all about the community,
cents, whatever. Yeah. You didn't want to go down to having to go down to coins. I didn't want to be trying to figure out quarters and dimes and stuff like that.
Also, can you imagine the horseman's reaction if I'd said, we've got some really truly dreadful art of your stuff. Can we sell it? They'd be like, no, don't bring the company into disrepute.
One more thing to mention. I mean, we'll advertise this pretty well, but sometime early next year, we're going to do an order for the heads that we've had the last 2 Legions cons.
Oh, cool.
Through Anthony Hasil, so it'll be shipped from the States. And if there's anyone in Europe that wants to order them, we'll organize something with maybe Mark Calva or someone here to print them for them. So we'll do like a bit of a pre-order, but won't be a long pre-order, if you know what I mean.
Now I know
Like,
Anthony
have to
does
wait.
some shows on the East Coast.
Mm.
Any plans to have him bring any of those to, like, if people go to, like, let's say ZoloCon or RetroCon, that they can
Yeah,
find those?
maybe we try and time it for something around then, that like people that go to those shows, if they order, they can pick them up.
Okay.
And maybe we'll have a few of the we talk about it, but maybe we'll have a few of the popular ones that Anthony could have a few of. But we
Beautiful.
don't want to go completely crazy and just flood the market either with them. Just kind of keep them to people that want them.
Apparently there's a appetite for more dire haggis. So
Yeah, we'll have to negotiate with Anthony whether he wants to print more of those, because I don't think they're the most fun to print.
He didn't enjoy that process, did he, printing those? No.
Maybe the one with the
Also-
less fur, which is the regular version, which is the one we would do, is a little bit easier to print. So
Yeah. And
Very
in
cool.
exciting news, if anyone did like our exclusive sculpts, then I've already started working on some for next year. So
nice. All cats this time.
I can't give anything away, Curtis, but fair to say they will be amazing.
And did you notice that certain sculptors were doing dogs now all of a sudden?
I've seen a few of those. Yeah.
I wonder where they got that idea.
I don't know. Probably from some genius.
Rich. It's all rich now.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Nolan says he's gonna need a pug.
Yeah. You'll be able to get one. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yep. Also great poses on your Mouse King. We were talking about it earlier, Nolan, and nice feature on Four Horsemen Instagram. So Steph says that you guys are the best, loves the puzzle book.
Excellent.
So yeah, it would be cool to help make Christmas cards next year.
Christmas cards.
Steph, what are you
I
doing?
can see that.
I
Yeah.
can see what I can do, Steph.
Yes, I mean,
Maybe
bringing
that's
the
what we
Legions
should-
Con would be a perfect timetable for that too. Bring some Christmas cards for people to buy.
Maybe that's what we should do next year, guys. Is we'll design a Christmas card, just as a unique one to send to the Patreons. Bring the American ones over at Legions Con. Give them to one of our friends to post. Maybe in December to all the Patreons. Make a little surprise.
Ship for American
Let's do a
audiences.
prize now.
Well, if we don't do it, it'll be a surprise.
Megs wants hers in Welsh. So
Well then, Rich, that's over to you.
I can do that.
all right, gentlemen. Well, thank you for being on. We really appreciate it. We always love hanging out and talking to you, and hopefully we'll get some Ted Lasso here soon, and then we can get together and discuss
Yes.
that and see how it goes. So
Awesome.
beautiful.
Sounds good.
Well, we're going to put you backstage. If you need to run, we totally understand. If not, hang out and we'll be with you in just a minute. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye, guys. Thanks for being here.
And Jesse, for you, Benny says that he finally got his own Thistlethorn and that he's very excited.
Hey, fantastic, Benny.
Yeah. So,
Congratulations.
what you got going on this week? Anything new for the channel or Instagram or any of that?
Nothing new. Nothing new.
A little whatever
Just the
this
same
is.
stuff at this point. Yeah, a little more whatever this is. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
I know you were talking
Whatever I
about
can do
getting
that
back
doesn't
to some of
require-
the lore and more.
I do. That requires some like editing and prep work, which I'm not a fan of. And I just haven't given myself the time to do that yet. But yeah. It's coming. I have an art project I'm working on that I hopefully will have done in the next couple days that I can get into that other stuff again.
Awesome. I have got several things in the works. I right now my top 10 Four Horsemen figures of the year is up for members of the channel. It'll be live tomorrow for everybody else. I also recorded a top 10 non-horseman figures for the year. So that'll drop later this week. I've recorded exploded reviews for Necronominus and the Mouse King. I've got to edit those and get those uploaded. And then I am working on a tour video of my collection. it's a slow work in progress. I'm hoping to have that up by the end of the year. So it should be a lot of things dropping this week, FYI. And if you want to see it a day earlier than everybody else, you can join the channel. So $1.99 a month. Anything else you want to leave the folks with, Jesse?
Don't be a dick.
That's the heart of every good Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the bare minimum. But yeah.
Including one of our favorite Christmas movies, Krampus.
Yes, that is definitely up there for me.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll leave it at that this week.
Meg is throwing out some Klingon there. So I don't know how to read that. I don't know how to read.
Clown?
See, that sounded very Klingon. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think John just like had a stroke for me saying that because he disappeared off the back. No, he's been gone for a while. No, thank you everybody for being here. Thanks for tuning in early.
Jesse and I have a Legions quest later on today, so that should be dropping tomorrow or Tuesday. But for any of you out there that have been watching our D&D campaign with Trevor and Nate and Bill and of course Joe Gonzalez, there should be a new episode this week.
Sorry, I'm reading the I got close. I don't know what I'm not going to try to say that one because I don't think I've heard that one pronounced.
Do we have a show next week?
We do. I don't have a confirmed guest at the moment, but we do have a show for next week.
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear back from some people, and there's some definitely in talks with some people for January. So stay tuned. We're not going anywhere. Well, I'm going to Florida for Christmas to see my mom, but
that should be fun.
The show's not going anywhere. We'll be back next week.
I would like whatever you guys end up watching together. I would like a video review from you and her together of whatever movie that you watch. So
I'll see what I can do.
That would be awesome. Cool. Well, then we will see you folks back next week at our regularly scheduled time. And, what's the thing that we say?
Don't eat lead.
Might be it. I don't know.
What's in your gas tank?
What's on your shelf?
No!